Hello, everybody. I'm gonna introduce you the construction line. Um, as shown in the process of plan and elevation making, the construction line actually playing a very important part um, in those drawings of organizing the paper, the location of drawings, and set up the boundary, and it's just being a helper. Um, Before we jump into the construction line, I think there's some exercise that we need to do, and there's some tip of controlling the pencil that you're using for drawings. So first of all, let's do some exercise um, of pencils with different type of pencils that you can see the different effect, different lights that you can get. This is let's start from the sharper one, which is HB. Let's do a light here, and this is the sharp light that we can get from HB, and this is 2B. Let's do a line. 4. This is 4B. It gets darker and darker. And this is very useful for doing Lineweights. And 6B. As you see, the difference is showing here. And there's two tips that I want to introduce. When we're using the same type of pencil, you can also do different kind of like line weights, and like it shows differently. It depends on how much pressure you put on your pencil. So you have to learn to control your pencil well. See, if I do it super light, I can, with the right now I'm showing the HP, I can do it very light with less pressure on my hand, and it looks like this. And then it could also looks like this. Same will be applied to the others, different type of pencils. Also, if I'm taking 2B just to showing you, just to explain that when we are using the pencil doing drawings, we are basically sending a surface on the top of the pencils. So the line weights could be changed if we can sand it down instead of sharpening with a sharper. We can just put it on the paper and do it in continually in one direction, back and forth. Then you got a different surface. Let's see. The line weights changed. You can do it on one side of the top of the pencil, and also you can do just straight down to send it. On this way, you don't have the sharp side of the pencil. If you trying to use it continually on the sharp side, you might want to just send it on one side. If you're not, you just do it straight. All right, I think we can introduce you the construction line now. Okay. Let's get the paper types alike to the main line on the table. make sure it's aligned. Okay. So when we have the paper ready, the first thing we want to do is to organize it, to figure out where the drawings would be. So I will start with the HB, uh, HB pencil with really um, light pressure on my hand to make sure the construction line uh, is is differentiated from the main drawing to make it really light. So first of all, we have to I make centers. You can't connect it. Don't have a big triangle here. And on the other side, I will mark the center and quarter. And connect it. Again, then we have to define the 3 inches and 3 inches by 3 inches square for the model based on the dimension that we got. Okay, so as you see, we got two 3 by 3 square on the paper that's set up for plans and elevation. And then we can start doing plans and elevations. This will be the result. While we're doing the construction line for the plan and elevation, to mock up the dimensions that we measure from the actual model, the physical model, we also can do some construction line to help us to mock up the start and end point of the line that we're gonna draw. Okay. And the reason here, I have I have the center. I have the center line here, and here go through the square. It's just a tip that could help you to understand the drawing better and the spatial relationship of the different lines and surface. And I'm gonna show you some differences if you are using different line weights for the drawings. Okay. So, what happened if we use all the same line weights for construction line and drawings? It will be very confusing. You can barely tell what I was drawing. And if we have the construction line fading out from the drawings, you can kind of recognize the shape of the models, but you might have trouble to figure out the spatial relationship of the different surface, especially with not labeling. You don't really, you cannot really tell which one is elevation, which one is plan. But once we have the different line weight to show which line has been cut, which line is offline from the model, which is the visible line, but setting on the background, it will be very readable for the elevation and plan, because elevation usually have the outline being the darkest line weight, and the plan usually have the cut line as the darkest, and the second darkest line and the elevation will be showing the line that are the closest line that we can see from the model. And okay, thank you. I think that's it. There will be more to learn to be continued, and just, oh, it's all right. Can you cut